Let's look how to very fast create a poster. And we will going to create for some independent movie poster zombie Steam Byte call. And just a very fast example how we can create from stock photos and some other images. So overall idea for us in a movie poster to show some atmosphere and give it some hook to bring people in. Sometimes you don't need to show all cast, you need just showing once or create series of different posters. So for this one, I'm going to use this Path Through the Dark Woods image. It's from Adobe Stock, and you can download it and search that directly. So right there. And will be our base. What I want to do, I want to actually place kind of like zombie. And right here, for example, I have a model. It's from Photoshoot. I also retouch before, like adjust some shadows, work a little bit on our eyes, just small retouches. Mostly it's color based. Again, this is saved as a smart object, and right here we can actually expand, and you can see all these textures. Some grungy effect was applied to this to create so this model. And we've done this in other tutorials, so we won't go very close on this. Overall, it's a type of the collage combinations, and I think this is more than it's semi what photorealistic with text overlay collage. So that's the reason why I want to show this type. So we'll take this model, let's place it on our scenery, and again you notice this is smart object, so if I need it I can increase or decrease size of this model without compromising the quality. So I'm actually probably just go place somewhere around this area. The reason I'm just looking right here, we have it kind of give for us, you can see the lines where the carriage may be going or people or some walking. So we know about size in this size of the leaves. So I try to match somewhat the size of this object in putting in. So the next, after placing, I notice we need to work on the shadows to add a little bit more. So let's go under background. We'll create new layer. Set this mode to the multiply. Okay. Okay, so next, let's do the shadows. Okay, and one thing what I want to do for the shadows, we'll just take a brush, be sure our brush set to soft. Let's say this is about 5% opacity, and we'll just hold down Alt key and sample some around this area. So we still have a color cast, but at the same time, we can produce darker areas. And with this, we just start painting. You can see how it's applied. Okay, I'm pop up to the 10, so we'll go a little bit faster for the purpose of this tutorial. Normally, take your time, don't be hurried, just be sure you create a properly effect. And you can see the shadows, again, if we're analyzing, look analysis, it's very soft shadows, kind of not very directional. So we kind of need to create around her. But also one thing with the posters, we'll probably put title around here. So we want darken to get more attention to the poster itself instead of the scenery. We'll just want lead. So I'm just like creating around this area. Okay, you can see right here, we'll already add shadows, and we can go ahead and maybe even just take slightly down. Okay, so next, let's look right here. The dress is too bright, so when you go above, oops, Control Z, we don't need group, we need create a new layer. Okay, so we'll just need to match this a little bit, then we'll go and we'll clip this to our model below. So by using same, we'll just let's go set a little bit less, even 5, and we can start kind of adding these shadows. But for this one, I actually want to get a little bit more somewhat reddish color. So you can see when we start, we kind of start casting, but I want these ends make it darker, because if you look on the plants right there, they're quite a bit dark. So we'll just start multiply same things, just add a little bit more darker in this area. Okay, right here, just mostly on the bottom. Okay, also I look on the face and it's a little bit bright forward, so we need to add some of the haze to this area as well. So let's go create a new layer. Well, again, clip, you can use by hold down Alt key and left click. So haze. Okay, so to do this, we'll go select, let's go just for now set to normal. And what I want to do with this brush, I want to go click and take color cast of this on the back. Okay, and we can just kind of going over here. Don't go too far down, but just overall we'll color cast just slightly right there. Yeah, you can see we already have it. Kind of nice. See right there, almost like a foggy look. Remember, we don't need too much. We just need to add some mystery to this effect. Okay, I'm looking at the face. They look good. We could actually add a little bit more, but I think masks work very well. Again, in some areas, maybe right here, we can add paint it slightly more. You know, let's bring some of those areas. Okay. And on her arms. And just a little bit more, maybe right here on her hair. Just kind of create foggy look. Okay. There you go. So you can see how we start blending a little bit better and better this model inside. So next, let's add a couple more things. I want to go ahead, create new layer. Let's go call fog. And for this one, we'll start using fog brush. So same color as we had our fog selected. We'll go and you can use a different brush. I will use it. This is Ron brushes. You can use any just fog or create your own. It's or go online and download it. And right here, what I'm going to do is just be sure it's 100%. And you can see I'm kind of start adding right there. We can select total different. You can add, and overall, what it does, it's add this effect, blending them together. It's kind of a little bit trick, but at the same time, you can see how it's kind of try to merge those images, bring them together. If you add too much, you can remove it or work with opacity to bring slightly down if it's not too overwhelmed. And of course, you can switch to soft light. You can see to make a little bit nicer, less kind of popping up. But overall, right here, we're creating fog behind her and kind of blend her inside our image. Okay, so right there we have it, our model before after. So shadows, everything look okay. Don't worry too much about this area. We'll go to put a text. So this time let's start adding some font. And I already have a pre-typed font. I will just drag and drop inside, so it's make a little bit easy. However, for the credits, if you want to use it, I found out many fonts available online. The one of them, what I like, is Steel Tongue. So for the posters, have all these producers, animation. So it's kind of add nice two lines. Effect included all even texture, DSS, DTS. So you can go ahead and use it. That font, again, this is from Abstract Fonts and it's Steel Tongue. So if you just use it, search for this tongue, for this font, you can find. Okay, so right here we have a text. Can go bring, and nice with Photoshop when you're going around, it just says, okay, this is middle of the point, so you can put it maybe right there on the middle. Okay, and you can zoom in and you can see with this, it's kind of nice because edit by, so that font work very well. Okay, and again, this is just a test. Okay, so let's go now bring title. Okay, right here. So let's go. Oops. So we have our title in. Okay, now maybe a little bit high, maybe put it around this area. Again, I'm going to top. I think line the center is fine. We'll go take this one, bring slightly down. Okay, about middle right there. Again, we can go with numbers. And one thing, sometimes it's very hard to know where's the middle. So you can always go to views. We can create a new guide. And right here, the vertical guide, instead pixels, to this one, 50%. And this will just place it exactly on the middle. So it is easiest way to probably find where's the middle of your poster. So then we can do just place it right there. Same, take our title and just, maybe I want M kind of in the middle. So there you go. One thing, text, let's see if we can work with our text a little bit better. So I'm going to open layer style, double tap, just click for the stem by for the title, and right here underline layer, this is what I want, kind of work with this. So it will go down and it will work with these two layers. Okay, we'll go take, and you know what, just let's, you can see it's almost eating through, so it's what we want to add there. And hold down Alt key for options and just stretch, so it will be not so sharp but have some effect. Let's go from the white, and you can see on the white we can do same things, like maybe around this area, Alt, and we'll just bring closer. So it is make our image a little bit better, I think, kind of blend with font behind, so kind of add some of those ruggish. Okay, next let's go ahead and add some color correction to this. So I'll go above this image and we'll go to add curves. Let's go take these curves, convert to color, or actually luminosity, and let's create one for the color. So because we will need it have for the luminosity and color as well. Okay, let's go luminosity, and we'll do this one for the color. Okay, so on a color level, what I want to do is select blue, take this blue, bring slightly down, bring kind of like yellowish, almost blue yellowish type. We'll go to red and let's bring cyan. But problem with bringing cyan, you see we start losing some of the red, so we'll need to bring reds back in this case. Okay, and I'll just bring kind of like this. Okay, right here we have our mask. So if you need to bring reds back, so let's do this way. We'll just select with maybe about 10%. Okay, increasing black, and right here I'll just start painting slightly this area. You can see now we start bringing a bit more reds back in this area. Okay, so next let's go back to luminosity. And one thing what I found with luminosity, in some case printers, you don't want to give it 100% black. So we'll need to pop up this down and maybe take white down. So in this case for the printer will be easy, so we don't have it 255 and 0 values. However, also it will give all of this, when we're going, you can see, give it this foggy look, so it's kind of nice. So let's bring in, just make slightly this on luminosity. Okay, and right here we have it our very fast. We created our poster. You can see we add model, kind of blend them very fast together, and this is somewhat semi-photorealistic, but mostly I will call this collage type compositing, because we have a text, all this, and we just add elements. In some of the posters, the elements obviously not from there, you can see it, but idea of this is to bring interest and bring hook to the image in this case. So thank you for watching this tutorial from Geekatplay Studio, and please remember visit us on the web is www.geekatplay.com, or on the YouTube channel is Geekatplay Studio.